Hello everybody, I'm Cataclysm, and welcome to Battlefield History, Episode 2, The Heckler and Koch, UMP-45. The UMP was designed in the 1990s, being manufactured by Heckler and Koch and originating in Germany. The UMP is considered a submachine gun, and its name stands for Universal Machine Pistol. The UMP has been adopted by various companies like U.S. Customs and Border Protection, and Heckler and Koch developed the UMP to be cheaper and lighter and to succeed over the MP5. The UMP was chambered for larger magazines than other submachine guns, but the larger cartridge would produce more recoil, thus the UMP's cyclic rate of fire was reduced to 600 rounds per minute for the UMP-45, which makes it one of the lower firing submachine guns on the market. However, in the Battlefield series, the UMP-45 and its different models have been some of the more avid veteran submachine guns. In Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, the UMP-45 was the main weapon of the EU Spec Ops kit. Its strengths included a decent accuracy, a high rate of fire, and moderate damage. Its stats included medium to low damage, a magazine size of 30 rounds, a load time of 4 seconds, with a rate of fire of 600 RPM, with fully automatic fire. In Battlefield Bad Company, the UMP is issued to the Specialist kit as an unlockable, costing 1 credit. Its strengths included a moderate rate of fire, high damage, and a mediocre accuracy. Its stats included medium to high damage, a magazine size of 60 rounds, starting ammo of 240 rounds, medium to low rate of fire, and a short to mid-range engagement. In Battlefield Bad Company 2, the UMP-45 is only available in multiplayer and is issued to the Engineer kit, requiring 43,000 XP to unlock. Its strengths included low recoil, decent damage, and good accuracy. What is interesting as a submachine gun in Battlefield Bad Company 2 was that the UMP-45 had exactly the same damage and rate of fire as the SCAR-L carbine, but trades 5 rounds for less recoil and tighter spread. Its stats included a damage range of 12.5 to 20, with a 2.1 times damage multiplier for headshots, with a magazine size of 25 rounds and a max ammo being 75 plus 25 rounds without ammo upgrade, and 150 plus 25 rounds with ammo upgrade. It had a reload time of 3.1 seconds within a 600 RPM rate of fire with a low recoil and full auto fire mode. The UMP-45 SA is also available as DLC, which is just the normal UMP-45 with the desert, woodlawn, or arctic camo. In Battlefield Play for Free, the UMP-45 is a purchasable submachine gun for the Engineer kit. Its strengths included lower than average recoil, moderate damage, moderate deviation, and above average range. Its stats included a damage range of 9 to 25, a 2.1 times damage multiplier for headshots, a magazine size of 24 rounds, starting ammunition of 72 plus 24 rounds with a max ammo of 144 plus 24 rounds with extra mags, with a reload time of 3 seconds and a 600 RPM rate of fire and a shot velocity of 500 meters per second. Its hip recoil was 0.7 up, 0.45 left, 0.45 right. When aimed, it was 0.53 up, 0.32 left, 0.32 right. Shot spread when zoomed was 0.32 to 0.87, and unzoomed was 0.56 to 3.30, with a full auto rate of fire. In Battlefield 3, it was the first time in the Battlefield franchise history that the UMP-45 was classified as a personal defense weapon instead of a submachine gun, and it is also available in single-player, co-op, and multiplayer. Its strengths included a moderate rate of fire, recoil, and a very high stopping power, making it capable of taking down an enemy in medium range within 3 to 8. Its stats included a damage range of 12.5 to 34, a magazine size of 25 plus 1 rounds, .45 ACP ammunition, 104 plus 20 rounds of starting ammo in multiplayer. Max ammo was 312 plus 26 rounds in single player, and was 182 plus 26 rounds in multiplayer, with a reload time of 1.8 seconds when loaded and 2.0 seconds when empty. It had a 600 RPM rate of fire with a velocity of 320 meters per second. Its max range was 480 meters and its recoil was 0.25 up, 0.2 left and right. Its shot spread when zoomed was 0.5 to 3.0, and 1.0 to 7.0 standing, and 0.75 to 7.0 crouching, and prone when unzoomed. Spread increased per bullet at 0.1, and the spread would decrease per second at 11.0. Its fire modes included full auto, 2-round burst, and semi-auto. It was usable for the United States Marine Corps, Russian ground forces, People's Liberation and Resistance, which was the enemies, the single player, and the Gendarmerie, French Special Forces. And last but not least, Battlefield 4 would carry two variants of the UMP. The UMP-45 and the UMP-9 are both usable for the engineer class only as PDWs. The difference between the two is that the UMP-45 both hits and kicks harder, while the UMP-9 possesses a slightly larger magazine, and the UMP-45 also appears in both multiplayer and single player, while the UMP is only in multiplayer. The UMP-45 stats included a damage range of 15.4 to 35 with a magazine size of 25 plus 1 rounds with a .45 ACP ammo and the starting ammo in 104.26 with a reload time of 1.8 seconds when loaded and 2.5 seconds when empty, with a 600 RPM rate of fire and a shot velocity of 320 meters per second. Its max range was 480 meters with first shot recoil multiplier at 1.8 times and recoil up at 0.4. Left 0.2, right 0.2, recoil would decrease per second at 20, shot spread when zoomed is 0.4 and 0.1 when unzoomed, with a spread decrease per bullet at 0.116 and spread decrease per second was 15. Its fire modes were automatic, semi-auto. The UMP-9 stats included a magazine size of 30.1 and a 700 RPM rate of fire. Here are some interesting facts about the UMP-45. The mastery dog tag for the UMP-45 in Battlefield 3 shows weapon with the foregrip attached, yet the UMP-45 cannot unlock the foregrip as an attachment. In Battlefield 4, the heavy barrel attachment gives the UMP-45 a longer barrel. Also, a bug with the textures of the UMP-45 in Battlefield 4 makes an area next to the bullet appear transparent. This also occurs with the UMP-9. In total, there are 4 variants of the H&K UMPs. There are the UMP-45, the UMP-40, the UMP-9, and the UCS. Countries that use at least one of the 4 variants include Australia, Canada, Georgia, Jordan, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Malaysia, Mexico, Philippines, Romania, Serbia, Slovakia, Thailand, and the United States. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up for today's video of Battlefield 2 episode history of the UMP-45. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, and have a good day.